Welcome to my channel, English Short Stories. Today I am going to tell you 4 stories and its moral. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates. First story. The jackal remains a jackal. Lion is called the king of forest not just because he is strong, but also because he is very considerate. He never kills unnecessarily. Once, a lion was returning to his den after a nice hunt. He found an infant jackal crying. The baby had lost his parents. The lion took pity on him and brought him to his den. "Dear wife, I found this baby jackal crying in search of his parents. I think his parents are lost. Take care of him like our cubs," he told to the lioness. The lioness also took care of the baby jackal like her own cubs. The baby jackal grew along with the remaining cubs. The cubs too accepted the jackal as their brother. The lioness began to teach her cubs how to hunt. The jackal too joined in the training. Once, the jackal found an elephant grazing in the grassland. He called out, "Dear brothers, now is the time for us to attack this big animal." The other cubs warned, "Sorry brother, this is an elephant. We cannot attack and kill him." The jackal did not heed their words. He leapt to attack. The elephant caught him and threw him out of the way and went on. The jackal returned to the den and reported to the lioness. The lioness said, "Look my dear boy. You cannot kill an elephant all your life because you are just a jackal. The lion found you crying alone and brought you here. Our cubs don't yet know you are a jackal. But when they find it out you will be in danger. So, you better keep going and live your life." Just then, the jackal understands reality. Moral. Basic characters don't change. The second story. The Buck and the Doe. In the deep forest there lived a beautiful doe. She looked very beautiful in moonlight. She had wide round eyes that attracted any other deer. A buck fell in love with the doe. He followed the doe wherever she went. He started to be very possessive over the doe. He wouldn't allow any other deer to even talk with her. The doe herself was annoyed by the actions of the buck. She said, "Hello buck, stop following me. Please. I can't bear your annoyance. I don't have any kind of feelings for you." But the buck didn't listen to her words. He kept on sticking to his own flirting behavior. There was a rumor in the forest that hunters had camped in that area to capture animals. The doe was very hungry and could not resist grazing the lush grass near the spot where the hunters had set their traps. The buck tried to warn the doe, "Darling, don't go there. There are many traps laid by hunters." The doe replied, "I'll take care of myself." The buck was sure that the doe would get caught in one trap or the other. So, he plunged in front of the doe and true to his word got caught in a trap. Only now did the doe understand the love of the buck. She pulled the buck with all her strength. The buck got released and lived happily. Moral. True love never fails. The third story. The Owl and the Swan. It is a known fact that owl is a night bird and the swan is a day bird. An owl nested in a tree near the pond where a swan lived. Both at dawn and dusk, they both used to share their friendship. As summer started, the tree on which the owl had nested withered its leaves. The owl was forced to leave the tree to find another nest. The owl invited the swan, "Dear swan, why don't you also come with me to my new homeland? We both can live there happily as we are today. The swan replied, "Sorry my friend, I can't leave this pond. There is still plenty of water. Soon there will be rain. You can always return here." The owl waved goodbye and left to his new homeland. The swan could not stay without seeing his friend for long. So, he decided to have a visit to the new living place of the owl. The owl was very pleased to see his friend. "Stay for a couple of days with me," my friend requested the owl. The swan too agreed. In the meantime, a hunter had come to the forest in search of some bird to hunt. He was happy to see the swan. Unknowing of the danger, the swan was swimming heartily. However, the owl could blurrily see the hunter taking aim. He hurriedly fluttered towards the swan. At the same moment as the hunter released his arrow, the owl shouted, "Get into the water, swan. Go into the water. Now." The swan did as told by his friend without a question or second thought. The arrow just sizzled by, missing the swan. The disappointed hunter left the place. Moral: trust is friendship. Fourth story. The Jackal and the Drum. Jackals are very secret in nature. At the same time, they are cowards. They are very afraid of even small things. Shintu was no exception. He was a jackal who was filled with fear. Even his wife got annoyed and chased him away. Poor Shintu was turned homeless. Shintu roamed in the jungle with no place to go. He shivered to his bones when he heard even small sounds. He could not eat properly and sleep properly. He came across a patch in the jungle where a battle had taken place recently. Suddenly, he heard a loud roaring sound that was so strange. He had never heard such a sound. It was nothing like the roaring of a lion or tiger. It was not like the trumpet of the elephant. It was not even like the bark of the dog. Shintu was totally filled with fear. Shintu gathered all his strength and crawled slowly in the direction of the roaring sound. He saw a strange thing lying on the ground. He went near and wagged his tail. When his tail brushed the thing, there was a nice sound coming from it. Now, Shintu got bolder and stamped on it. The sound got louder. The more harder Shintu stamped, the louder the sound became, and soon it resembled the roaring sound he heard at first. The fear in Shintu got evaporated and he became bolder. He rolled the drum to his home and created the roaring drum beat. His wife was excited by her husband's courage and took him back happily. Moral: fear weakens, and courage strengthens. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get new video updates.